Sometimes, as scholars and as researchers, we have to take risks for peace.
As one former combatant said, with the same ferocity, with the same fierceness that we fought for war, we want now to fight for peace.
Who could be opposed to something as valuable as peace?
It's a process, it's ongoing, it doesn't finish, you have to keep working hard at it.
Part of conflict transformation and building peace are those very human interactions. Literally sharing and breaking bread with people that we usually consider to be our deadly and mortal enemies.
The reality of human life is that the solution to every problem contains within it the seeds of a new problem.
The Middle East is a difficult region right now. One of the individuals I spoke with, he said, the fire is coming. He said, trust me, the fire is coming.
Today's conflicts in the Middle East are leading to the deaths of hundreds of thousands of people. But we can't build for peace in the Middle East until there's a pause, a halt to this bloody rising tide of violence, death and fatality.
What is going on in the world today has been going on since the dawn of civilization. And that's change, that's turmoil, that's conflict.
No victory. Conflict grinds on. But there is one thing I really do believe in, that I'm very passionate about, and that's clever counter-terrorist measures. And if possible, measures that can lead to the reduction of violence, the management of conflict, so that we might have the opportunity to build for peace.
Peace building is about bringing former enemies together. It's about building reconciliation. Peace processes are now commanded over by civil society, by you and me in this room, by our students.
If you listen long enough, if you read enough of what they say and have said, you can find little edges. And that's the way it is in the peace process. You've got to find the first little tiny handhold and then a place to put a toe, and then gradually you get yourself up, get a little confidence, and you get to the end of the process.
What makes Belfast so interesting is precisely this struggle that we've had to make the place work given its divisions. It is both more divided and more shared than at any other point in its history. In many ways, we live in a city which is so much more comfortable with itself. Look at that on the right, love that barbecue. But it has also got that violence mapped onto it and memorialised onto it.
You have to readjust who you consider to be your enemy. You have to readjust your own sense of identity.
That it's an uncomfortable piece sometimes. It's not a simple story where everything's right with the world.
It's fundamental to our relationship with our students that we can inspire in them a drive and a passion for knowledge through research, and that they are engaged in a dialogue.
I'm always keen that students get to understand what you can learn from the struggle that's taken place in this city and many of the good things, because I go back, despite everything we've been through, we've created a pretty peaceful environment now, however problematic it also remains.
I'm yet to ascertain whether I'm the fool or the angel that rushes in, but I do know that I took a risk for peace by breaking the fast with one of the world's most wanted terrorists.